General Musa, as defense minister, insists Nigerians must sleep well. Federal government induct 464 foreign-trained medical laboratory scientists, reaffirms commitment to quality diagnostics. Governor Okwe will attribute rising insecurity as plot to destabilize Nigeria and Tinubu's presidency. Edo Deputy Governor leads boundary committee to Oba of Benin for support. Lagos NSADC holds clinic on use of technology in fighting insecurity. Good evening. Many thanks indeed for joining us on the broadcast. I am Organi Victor, and I am not doing this alone tonight. I have my colleagues across Lagos and, of course, Benin Network Center. So let's begin from our Benin Network Center, where we have Chukwufumnanya Adigwe. Hello. Thank you for joining me on the presentation tonight.
Good evening, Organi Victor. It's a pleasure to be here.
A pleasure too. And at our Lagos Network Center, I have Joshua Okata. Hello. Thanks, Joshua. It's good to have you on the presentation tonight.
A very warm good evening to you, Victor. And of course, it's interesting to have you join us on the network news tonight.
Indeed. Now let's kick off the news in earnest. President Bola Tinubu has directed the immediate past Chief of Defense Staff and Minister of Defense, retired General Christopher Musa, to ensure that Nigerians across the country sleep with their two eyes closed. As ITV State House correspondent Ika Rata report that the President gave the charge while swearing him in Thursday at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Let's bring you the reports.
And I will faithfully and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
That is the new Defense Minister and immediate past Chief of Defense Staff, retired General Christopher Musa, taking his oath of office before President Bola Tinubu. Speaking after the minister was sworn in, the president charged him to ensure the safety of lives and properties across the country. Speaking to State House correspondent before departing the presidential villa, the defense minister thanked Nigerians for their support and disclosed that he now has a marching order to ensure the country is safe for all citizens.
Nigerians have shown me love, and I will guarantee them that I am going to work whatever it takes to ensure that Nigeria is secured. Okay. Working together. Yes, I just met Mr. President, and he reiterated his mind on the aspect that we must make sure that Nigeria is secured. Nigerians should go back and sleep with their eyes closed, go back to their farms, schools open without being molested. Everyone being carried together to make sure that Nigeria continues to grow in line with the renewed program of the Mr. President.
Everybody knows what the problem is. We just need restoration of normalcy in this country by any means possible. And I think that this job is in very good hands. It does seem very clearly that the president wants to reposition the issues of security, and I think the situation is in very good hands.
As the new defense minister departs the presidential villa to resume duty fully, the question on the lips of many is, can he crush Boko Haram, bandit, and other criminal groups terrorizing the country? Certainly, only time will tell. From the Aso Rock presidential villa, Abuja, I'm Ikaro Atta, ITV News.
Now from security to health-related topic. Now, the Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, Dr. Isiaq Salako, has emphasized the central role of medical laboratory scientists in accurate diagnosis, public health surveillance, disease detection, and the nation's drive toward achieving universal health coverage. He stated this on Thursday during the induction and oath-taking ceremony for foreign-trained medical laboratory scientists in Abuja. Health correspondent Joseph Kadri reports that the acting registrar and chief executive officer of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Dr. Donald Ofili, administered the professional oath to 464 inductees who completed their training abroad.
The ceremony, which marked the induction of oath-taking of 464 foreign-trained medical laboratory scientists, represent a major step in strengthening Nigeria's healthcare workforce. It forms part of the Council's mandate to ensure that all practitioners are fully conversant with Nigeria's professional and ethical standards. Speaking at the event, the acting registrar and chief executive officer of the Medical and Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, MLSCN, notes that the Council has intensified its evaluation processes. He explains that most inductees successfully pass the mandatory professional qualification examination and assures that the Council will continue to enforce global standard practices to ensure accurate diagnosis, quality testing, and patient safety across laboratories nationwide.
The graduates before us have undergone a rigorous and carefully structured 12-month mandatory adaptation program across accredited teaching hospitals in the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. Medical laboratory scientist is the custodian of diagnostic truths. Their work guides clinical judgment, informs public health strategy, and determines treatment outcomes. For this reason, accuracy, integrity, and objectivity must define your practice.
For the Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, the ceremony further reaffirms the Federal Ministry's support for MLSCN in enforcing standards, accrediting institutions, maintaining discipline, and combating quackery.
Accredit training institutions and laboratories and combat the menace of quackery are vital in protecting Nigerians from preventable diagnostic errors and ensuring that laboratory services across the country meet global best practices. A strong regulatory institution is indispensable to a strong health system, and we affirm our full support to the Council in fulfilling its statutory mandate.
Some of the inductees expressed satisfaction at a successful ceremony.
Of the and to do everything right and make sure we do everything according to all the regulations in order to avoid problems for ourselves and for the general public as well.
The high point of the ceremony was the induction of 464 foreign-trained medical laboratory scientists. From Abuja, Joseph Kadri, ITV News.
As he was talking health, the medical director of the Federal Medical Center Abuja, Professor Saad Ahmed, and the head of the managed care unit, Dr. Ephraim Okoye, say the center maintains a zero-tolerance policy for any form of abuse or assault against medical officers. They made this known on Thursday during the home stretch engagement organized by the unit in Abuja. ITV's Charity Tanko reports that the keynote speakers emphasized the importance of effective doctor-patient communication as a critical tool for preventing conflict.
Conflicts between patients and healthcare workers often arise due to misunderstanding, misinformation, or misaligned expectations. The home stretch event, organized by the managed care units of the Federal Medical Center Abuja, brought together key stakeholders, including representatives of the Nigerian Police Force and members of the legal community, to chart strategies to preventing and managing patient-provider conflicts. Representing the Medical Director and Chief Executive Officer of FMC, Professor Saad Ahmed, the Head of Clinical Services, Dr. Muftau Biokun, noted that the hospital continues to strengthen its service capacity despite operational challenges. Convener of the event and head of the managed care unit, Dr. Ephraim Okoye, stressed that medical personnel are frequently subjected to avoidable abuse from patients or their relatives, an issue the center is determined to address firmly.
It is this year that we introduced geriatric surgery to our list of specialized services in the hospital. This present, just communicating properly can, or not communicating properly, can lead to serious conflict as this image depicts.
In their keynote addresses, Assistant Inspector General of Police Mohammed Gumel and Bob James underscored the need to explore internal mechanisms for resolving disputes between patients and healthcare providers before they escalate.
I recommended a kind of simulation exercise in order to test the understanding of the working environment.
If something has happened to the hospital, there ought to be what we call a prima facie ground before you go and arrest the health worker.
This year's Hum Stretch event focuses on the theme, Proactiveness in Healthcare, a panacea for avoiding patients-practitioner conflict. The ceremony concluded with awards presented to outstanding staff members. From Abuja, Charity Tanko, ITV News.
And that's just about it from Abuja Network Center. Let's now link you up with our Benin Network Center, where Chuku from Naya is waiting to continue the bulletin from that access.
Thank you very much, Victor. Now here in Edo State, the governor of the state, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has approved scholarships for one member from each of the 13 families of civil servants who recently lost their loved ones in active service. Governor Okpebholo made the commitment when he presented compensation checks to the family members of the deceased. Government House correspondent Kingsley Uchegbu has details.
The presentation of the checks to the beneficiaries is in line with the Pencon Act of 2014 and the Edo State Pension Law of 2010 as amended, which entitles families of deceased officers to 3 years post-service gross salary to cushion the impact of their loss. 13 benefiting families received their checks as compensation. Governor Okpebholo, in addition to the entitlement, offered a gesture of support by awarding scholarship to one member from each of the 13 families to assist them ease the burden created by the loss of their breadwinners.
Everybody must go. That is why we decide to support you. We decide to stand by you by introducing insurance. The most important thing is for you to get your claims, your dividends. My advice is that you should use it well.
Managing Director of the insurance company, Kainde Borishade, who accompanied the beneficiaries, noted that the financial support would greatly assist the families.
We are here to present checks to about 13 families. We have paid about 47 families in this year alone to the tune of over 200 million or thereabout. And this is because we have the support of His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State.
The wonderful thing about this matter, once a disease death is reported to Pension Bureau and we forward such claims to Tanjare Group Life Insurance, within the next 7 days, these payments are made.
You can think of years ago, this type of thing doesn't happen. So once again, my appreciation to the PS of Permanent Secretary of Pension Bureau and to His Excellency, the Governor.
Kingsley Uchegbu, ITV News.
Moving on, the Deputy Governor of Edo State and Chairman, State Boundary Committee, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, says the committee will collaborate with the Palace of the Oba of Benin to ensure no Edo land is ceded to other states. Right Honorable Idahosa made the statement when he led other members of the committee on a courtesy call on His Royal Majesty Ewa II Oba of Benin in his palace. Deborah Ogbefun has the details. Details of that report will be brought to you subsequently. Now, in line with the ancient tradition, His Royal Majesty Omonobane do Ukwa Ewari II Oba of Benin says funeral events, including burial rites, will not be permitted during the 2025 Igwe Festival, otherwise called Uhie, which begins on December 14th with the indoor rite. The notification, which is contained in the program of activities endorsed by Secretary Benin Traditional Council, Frank Irabo, on Thursday, says Oba Ewari II offered prayer to God and his ancestors to grant Nigerians good health to participate in the annual festival and keep death from people's homes. The statement explains that Utwe Ihwe Oba ceremony is slated for December 16th, beginning while December 20th, 2025 is billed for Ugie Emubo. Traditional rites will begin at 3 p.m. according to the Benin Palace. Also, Igwe Edohia, a day set aside for all Edo people to perform their individual worship in their homes at their own time, will hold on December 22nd, while Ugie Ewere, a ceremony of bringing Ewere blessings to all homes, will hold the next day, December 23rd, 2025. Accordingly, there will be sitting arrangements during Ewere Day event for visitors in the palace. The festival will climax with a worship by the Oba of Benin at the Holy Arosa Cathedral along Akpakpava in Benin City on Sunday, December 28th, 2025, beginning at 10 a.m. According to the program, which also said engagements may be fixed for any free day, which will be announced as appropriate. Now back to our earlier report. The Deputy Governor of Edo State and Chairman, State Boundary Committee, Right Honorable Dennis Idausa, says the committee will collaborate with the Palace of the Oba of Benin to ensure no Edo land is ceded to other states. Right Honorable Idausa made the statement when he led other members of the committee on a courtesy call on His Royal Majesty Ewai II Oba of Benin in his palace. Deborah Ogbeifun has details.
The Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Dennis Idausa, was at the palace of the Benin monarch to formally introduce members of the State Boundary Committee to the Oba of Benin, seek his royal blessings, and also brief the Royal Majesty on the activities since the inauguration of the committee by Governor Monday Okpewolo.
Your Royal Majesty, we are your children, and we want to work closely with you to ensure that all land disputes in Edo State are resolved amicably.
Right Honorable Idausa briefed Oba Ewai II on efforts being made to resolve boundary issues with neighboring states, namely Delta, Kogi, and Ondo. He said the committee currently has over 180 petitions on intra-boundary related issues, and assured the royal father that the committee is ready to work in synergy with the palace in ensuring no Edo land is ceded to another state.
Royal Majesty, you are our father. We are going to work in line with your expectations that will bring peace and stability in Edo State.
Receiving the visitors, the revered monarch, Ewai II, Oba of Benin, appreciated them for the visit and assured them of collaboration.
I am taking note of your remarks. By the grace of God, we have prayed for you. May God Almighty and our ancestors hear our prayer. Amen. I want to please stress that the committee should not allow an inch of Edo State to be taken away.
The Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Idausa, also used the visit to thank the Oba of Benin and palace chiefs for the warm reception, advice, and prayers. In Benin, Deborah Ogbeifun, ITV News.
Now, the nursing process has been described as the backbone of modern nursing practice. Against this backdrop, nurses have been advised to uphold the highest standards in healthcare. Guest speaker and provost, Edo State College of Nursing Sciences, Mabel Omobude, made the remark while delivering her lecture titled Nursing Process, a Fundamental Pillar for Achieving High-Quality Nursing Care, during the graduation ceremony of 36 students from Igbinedion University Teaching Hospital College of Nursing Sciences held at the Library Auditorium, Igbinedion University, Okada. Osemu Jame Osaige reports.
Arrival of the 36 graduates of Igbinedion University Teaching Hospital's College of Nursing Sciences sets the tone for the ceremony. The Chief Medical Director, Igbinedion University Teaching Hospital, Dr. Yao Abubakar Gagarawa, urged the graduates to uphold the principles of empathy and professionalism in delivering effective healthcare.
Don't spoil the name of your alma mater. Let's improve it and try and meet the hope and the aspirations of the founder.
Vice-Chancellor Igbinedion University Okada, Professor Lawrence Ezemonye, represented by the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Raphael Adegi, said the graduation ceremony reflects the institution's commitment to producing skilled professionals.
We are happy to graduate you, and we also want you to be good ambassadors of Igbinedion University. This is going to make us proud.
In her lecture, Mabel Omobude emphasized the central role of the nursing process in improving patient outcomes, decision-making and professional competence.
The efficiency and effective implementation of nursing process in clinical areas bring improvements to the quality of nursing care.
An award was presented to the guest speaker. Registrar RUTH Barrister Osamuyime Omorigi administered oath to the graduating students, marking their formal induction into the nursing profession. Graduates who distinguished themselves were rewarded for their excellence. Some students shared their excitement for the successful graduation.
I'm very excited about this opportunity. It's been really difficult, but God saw me through and I'm very grateful.
So happy to be able to get to this extent because we all started together and not everybody made it to this extent.
I feel very highly elated and highly thankful to God.
From Okada, Osemudame Osagi, ITV News.
Stakeholders say that despite notable progress in healthcare, women's health remains undeserved, particularly in areas such as gynecological disorders and hormonal conditions, which they note are still insufficiently addressed by existing systems. A professor of artificial intelligence at the University of Benin, Professor Susan Kunyeha, stated this at the 24th biannual general meeting and investiture of the Medical Women's Association of Nigeria, Edo State branch, held in Benin City. Patience Usao Giwa completes the report.
The 24th Biennial General Meeting tagged Women's Health and Technology, Innovation, Applications and the Role of Artificial Intelligence brought together women healthcare professionals to examine emerging medical technologies, review best practices and address persistent challenges affecting women's well-being.
Your presence here today is a testament to your commitment to our collective cause, which is the advancement of women's and children's health and the empowerment of women in medicine.
As women in medicine, we stand at a unique intersection of compassion, skill, leadership, and innovation.
Delivering the keynote address, Professor Susan Kunyeha urged medical professionals to embrace artificial intelligence and digital tools, stressing that technology is transforming women's healthcare by making diagnosis and treatment more accurate, accessible, and personalized. On the sub-theme focusing on immunization, low and middle-income countries, Professor Vbosunu emphasized the need for stronger policies, regulatory reforms, and integrated community campaigns to reach zero-dose children and bridge immunization gaps.
Evidences show that AI reduces disparities, improves outcome, and empowers women to take control of their health.
The Chief Medical Director of UBTH, Professor Idia Izeyamu, represented by Professor Adebola Ehizeli, alongside the Edo State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Siri Adams Oshomole, reaffirmed government commitment to strengthening healthcare delivery, especially for women and children.
AI is transforming global health, and Edo State cannot afford to be left behind.
Goodwill messages also came from key stakeholders, including the Edo State Commander of NDLEA, Miche Ofoyefu. Patience Osaugiwa, ITV News.
Moving on, guests on Thursday's edition of Minutes Nigeria said the federal government's plan to recruit over 20,000 additional police personnel nationwide will significantly strengthen the fight against crime, banditry, and terrorist activities across the country. Osemujame Osage has details.
The guests on the program, Dr. Maxwell Osage and Dr. Emeka Egwaga, both experienced, said the recruitment drive by the President Tinubu-led federal government is a welcome step but must be backed by adequate training, modern equipment, and improved welfare to ensure real results. They noted that increasing the number of officers alone will not automatically translate into safer communities unless the structural weaknesses within the security system are also addressed. The analysts expressed deep disappointment over what they described as years of recurring failures in tackling insecurity. Both guests urged authorities to act with urgency, insisting that every Nigerian deserves to feel safe in their homes, on the roads, and in their places of work.
Both in the state, both in the local government, federal, state policing is very important.
Government needs to take responsibility of showing us the light, and every Nigeria will follow.
60 Minutes Nigeria is aired on Thursday weekly from 1:30 to 2:30. Oluwafemi Farayola, ITV News.
And that was that from our Benin Network Center. Let's now go over to our Lagos Network Center, where Joshua is waiting to continue the news from that axis.
Many thanks, Victor. And moving on from our Lagos Network Center. Lagos State Governor Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu has reiterated the state government's commitments to strengthening the bilateral relationship between Nigeria and the Russian Federation, citing Lagos' pivotal role in Nigeria's economic, cultural, and historic landscape. The governor, represented by his deputy, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, stated this during a courtesy visit by the ambassador extraordinary and plenipotentiary of the Russian Federation to Nigeria, His Excellency Mr. Andrei L. Podeshev, at the official residence of the Deputy Governor, Ikoyi, Lagos, noted that Nigeria and Russia share decades of robust diplomatic and development partnership. Governor Sanwo-Olu acknowledged that bilateral momentum has slowed down over the years to some experiences, pointing out that both countries' foreign affairs ministry are currently working to revive and strengthen these ties. The governor emphasized that Lagos is Nigeria's former federal capital and current economic hub, which contributes about 30% of the nation's GDP, making it a strategic gateway for international and cooperation and investment. The need for security agencies in Nigeria to deploy technology in the fight against crime has been emphasized by stakeholders during the public relations clinic organized by the Public Relations Unit of the Lagos State Command and the Nigeria Security Civil Defense Corps. The State Commandant, NSCDC, Mr. Adedotun Keshinru, says the role of the NCDC in protecting assets and infrastructure is one of the Corps' major mandates, and affirmed that the deployment of cybersecurity tools, which is technologically inclined, cannot be overemphasized in the fight against vandalism, and that the NSCDC has continued to invest in training and retraining of personnel on the use of modern technology and gadgets that are capable of adding its intelligence and operational strategies.
As the news broadcast on independent television, about time to go for some commercial interludes. When we return, more stories. Please stay with us.
you're just joining in, you're tuned into the Network News on Independent Television. Now, the Prince Builders and Estate Developers Limited has been commended for its ingenuity and commitment to helping Nigerians in the diaspora invest confidently in real estate back home. The commendation came from customers in the United Kingdom who purchased plots of land from the company during a social event held in London. ITV's foreign correspondent Roslyn Ewurame reports.
The Prince Builders Group is one of Nigeria's foremost real estate companies specializing in land sales and property development across the country. The managing director, Siri Omoigi, who also serves as chairman of the Association of Estate Developers, Edo State, is currently in the United Kingdom to enlighten the Edo community on the value of investing in real estate while highlighting the various packages offered by his company.
With just £50 initial deposit, you own a land from the Prince Builders, and with just £500, you are a landlord with the Prince Builders. Everybody is turning up, they are buying the land. It has a CFO, gated estate, everything that you need to be completed on estate. We are tying all roads in our estate. We have the Nigeria Police Force at the estate gate. Fenced around already, security is top notch.
The event took an exciting turn as a fashion parade lit up the atmosphere. Christian Agen emerged winner through a public vote and was rewarded with a plot of land at Ehodu community in Edo State, courtesy of the Prince Builders Limited.
I want to appreciate the Prince Builders. They are very genuine and real. So I appreciate them, and I'm proud to be part of Prince Builders.
Some participants who have already purchased land through the company expressed satisfaction and renewed confidence in owning property in Nigeria, even while living abroad.
I bought a plot of land in the Prince, somewhere around South Korea. And currently, I went there, what I saw was closer, man. They've done so much improvement. Everyone that's there. All that many people enjoy in the United Kingdom. So I always appeal to my friends and family. Where invest in the Prince.
The Prince Builders Group has its headquarters in Edo State with branch offices in Lagos and Abuja. From London, Roslyn Ewurame, ITV News.
Moving on, education has been described as the bedrock of national development. This was the submission of dignitaries at the combined convocation of the Confluence University of Science and Technology, Kogi State. Francisca Igenegbale reports that the Enoge of Ekpoma, His Royal Highness Anthony Ehizoge Abumiri II, was officially installed as the Chancellor of the institution, where the Governor of Edo State represented at the ceremony. The report is presented by Efosa Uwangwe.
It was a gathering of academicians and several notable personalities as the dual and maiden convocation of the Confluence University of Science and Technology was made remarkable with the investiture of the Onoji of Ekpoma, His Royal Highness Anthony Ehizoge Abumere II, being decorated by the Governor of Kogi State, His Excellency Ahmed Ododo.
This university was founded to expand access to quality science and technology education for our teeming young population.
I think we should be able to produce and churn out graduates who will even surpass the world power.
In their separate remarks, the Pro-Chancellor and the Vice-Chancellor expressed delight that the event had become a reality in view of academic and structural progress recorded by the university.
We are building not just a university, but a system that will define the future of education and innovation in this region. Each phase of our growth is intentionally aligned with the future of Kogi State and Nigeria.
The investiture of the Onoji of Ekpoma as Chancellor was followed the conferment of an honorary doctorate degree on him, an honor that attracted wide celebration from guests. An elated Royal Highness Anthony Ehizoge Abumere II thanked the university for finding him worthy of the recognition.
As you stand on the threshold of this new chapter, I urge you to carry the value of integrity, innovation, and service quality that this institution has instilled in you.
The majority leader who represented the Edo State Governor, Honorable Jonathan Imawawo, congratulated the Onoji on the milestone achievement.
I congratulate My Highness His Royal Majesty the Onoja of Ekuman for this award conferred on him as the Chancellor of this university, the first Chancellor indeed.
Various personalities accompanied the Onoje to the ceremony held in Kogi State. From Benin, Fosa Wangwe, ITV News.
Harvest, harvest, harvest. The General Overseer and entire
Welcome back. Now, in more news, the leadership of Aho and Ahonuselu communities in Uwonde local government area of Edo State have held a peace meeting following the rising crisis over the boundary demarcation carried out some years ago. Both communities have agreed to embrace peace and continue to live as one. Wellington Akodeja reports.
Speaking on the essence of the gathering, Pa Imanigbe Kao Vbosunu from a neighboring community thanked both communities for 20 parts of peace. Mr. Ikbonsa Ehirabu, spokesperson for the Aha community, also commended the leadership of both communities for embracing peace, while their counterpart in Ahonuse community, Pa Ago Muduagboy, said with the development, all parties must take action and respect the laws of the land and respect each others.
Donc oui, amour carré ni maman on va son maman on avant. Voyez fie que igbima ave maro ni jeake. Ina wale kwana na ya wi ara Abuja na nwala nwa afima o wa.
Some members of both communities and developers appreciated both communities for resolving the pending disputes.
They are at Abuja, supporting our matter at the state CID. They said they want to come and invade our whole communities again. So we want the government to help us.
It is, however, hopeful that the reconciliatory meeting with both communities will stand. From Benin, Wellington Akodeja, ITV News.
Welcome back. The Ado College Old Boys Association ECOBA class of 1965 to 1969 has held a career talk at Ado College, sharing their wealth of expertise and experiences with students. The event was aimed at guiding students in making informed career choices. Pius Nsogo reports.
They traveled from various parts of the world to attend the event, which was designed to inspire, mold, and guide the students as they consider their future career paths. The chairman of the class of 1965 to 1969 and former ECOBA president, Dr. Ruben Osahon, told the students that they were there to help them achieve their dreams, urging them to take full advantage of the opportunity.
You have been so privileged to attend the school, and therefore we expect you to make good success of your time here.
One after the other, Engineer Greg Ugbeifon spoke on careers in marine engineering and shipping. Professor Urobosa Igoda discussed opportunities in academics. Sir Thomas Ubaseki and Colonel Dr. Festus Olushola Osho, a cardiologist, explained what it takes to study medicine and pursue other professional courses.
We are trying to see how we can establish a global trading shipping line, but I need you children to be trained to be able to operate those ships. In today's global world, is run by business. It is your turn to discover exactly what you want to do.
The executive principal of Edo College, Mr. Justice Aigbe, along with some students, commended the ECOBA class of 1965 to 1969 for their thoughtful and impactful gesture.
We are very glad for the initiative and all they have promised. We are very confident that they are going to achieve it.
They are offering scholarships. They are also providing various infrastructural developments to my school. I did not expect that to happen.
That we no longer have to wait for the government to provide job opportunities. We can become employers.
The event provided a valuable platform for students to learn from seasoned professionals and gain insight into diverse career paths. From Benin, Pius Nsogo, ITV News.
Here's to the ones that we got.
The Ekoko masquerades from Ute village, whose cult is connected with Obaeware and his mother, Elere, appear on this occasion to bless the Oba. Ekoko is a ritual masquerade that dances to please the guests and the Oba.
TV, certainly the best.
Welcome back. Now, in a gesture of compassion and support for vulnerable communities, a former governorship aspirant, Barrister Kenneth Imaswagbo, popularly known as Rice Man, has visited internally displaced persons camp Uhogwa in Ovia Northeast Local Government Area, Edo State, distributing gifts and relief items to children and families. The visit, which drew excitement in the camp, saw Barrister Imaswagbo personally interacting with the children, distributing food items, school materials, and other essentials aimed at easing their hardship. The report filed by Shalom Ungara is presented by Jolade Uju.
In his remarks during the annual visit, Barrister Ken Imaswagbo said the gesture is part of his commitment to ensure no child feels forgotten, especially those displaced by conflict and insecurity. He emphasized the need for continuous support from government, private organizations, and well-meaning Nigerians to improve the living condition of internally displaced persons.
I'm more particularly grateful to God Almighty and the parents of Payseta Schools, Abuja. The children donated 1.5 million naira cash. I brought it the way it is. 70 bags of rice, 100 bags of Indomie, shoes, oil, water, whatever. If we teach ourselves love and humanity, then the country is safer and better for everybody.
Camp coordinators expressed appreciation, described the visit as timely, uplifting, and a reminder that their situation has not been ignored. The children, filled with excitement, danced, sang, and offered prayer for the philanthropist.
I'm the happiest father in the world right now. He's been doing this regularly every year to show his love for the children. I thank him, and the children are so excited to see him, to come to this place, giving them food to eat. He's a humanitarian, and we ask God to bless him.
Chairman of ADC, Edo State Chapter, Kennedy Odion, and Dr. Isaiah Osifo called for more collaborative effort to address the plight of displaced families and promised to return with additional support in the coming months.
Imaswagbo, aka Rice Man, is a God in human form. What I saw here is the rescue mission that God did in the life of the children of Israel while they were in Egypt. I'm calling on Nigerians. I'm calling on the government of this nation. Our existence on earth is to serve humanity.
I'm equally happy that we still have men that can give to the society. And that's why I'm here with my friend Barrister Ken Imaswagbo, a philanthropist, a very humble, generous man who has been doing this for the downtrodden.
From Benin, Jola Diojo, ITV News.
And with that, we've come to the end of the network news on independent television. I am Chukufum Nanya Digwe. Thank you for watching. Good night.
certainly the best.
Vbosunu, waiting dey happen.
Make it better pass like this. Say make it better pass like this. Say make it better pass like this. And I pray one day.
Vbosunu, waiting dey happen.
They say if you see something, say something on a month I did so. Na month I did so. But who they put that they put that. Who they feel and they feel. However, na month be this. This side, na Ewabogu. This side, na Obe. Obe na Ribo. This side na Obe. This side na Ewabogu. But people don't they block the moats. As they block different moats for different area. Ministry of Environment, Edo State government, make a show now something. Community. Na moto. You go see and say during any season, if rain fall, people go they shout. Who they pack, who no fit enter. Because of the way people don't take block our moat. Who block the moat? Some say na landlord and landladies. Some say na the community people. Some say they want sell them. But this na example. I dey for Ikpobaka. See Obe. See Ewabogu. Ewo! Who they throw away dirty for moat? They throw away dirty for moat. If government catch you. But see this one now. This place when I did so, they're very popular. They call it Police Woman Junction. Police Woman Junction. Yana Obe. Yana Ewabogu. Now the month be they come. They don't they put sand. My people, share them. Drop your comments. Like them. Edo State Ministry of Environment. Edo State Government. Town and Planning. Now one of our historical monuments. Name be this boat. Okay, the moat see they go. But they don't block here. Hey! Hey! No fear. As they watch me, so how you dey? Area journalists, national journalists, international journalists. I did for Ikpobaka local government. Here na Ewabogu, this is na Obe, here na moat. So that the water where they go they gather for this area, it go they pass here, they go siriri wherever. But they don't they feel them. Then they feel them. Now so it be for different area. People don't feel moat, build house on top of moat. How we go they shout? Erosion. Hey, my leg, you better say my leg does this for you. But community chairman, how can I really? Who can sell the moat? They sell them, who they feel them? Ojewe, how can I really chairman? Who they feed the moat? But this place, now me that popular Police Woman Junction. Moat! That side now, Obe. This side now, Ewabogu. But, hey, he gave me. Come. Let's see. Help us, somebody who will help me here. Come with this guy, come try to drag me. My leg. Come. My leg shook for a second. Share. Drop your comment. Hey, Thank you, my guy. Thank you. So the months they go, that they feel them. That they feel them. Ministry of Environment. And those state government. Moot. I'm not passing. I'm not passing. But why you want to go buy land? Why you want to go build house on top of moat? Why? Ministry of Environment must come here. And just state government must send town and planning. I need to go meet the guy for town and planning. This is now one of our monuments. Because they wonder where I did. I did for Edo State. I did for Ekpobaka local government. I did for one popular area. See Obe, see Ewabogu. Moat na pass here. Moat. Here na be the popular woman police junction. Very popular for this area. But Ewabogu and Obe community where una dey. The Okagele where una dey, the Oje where una dey. Here wa feel any. Cameraman, Clary, bring your hand. I got dog go. My cameraman. So,
Vbosunu, waiting they happen.
They go. They don't feel am. They don't feel am. Shut up! Now different things they happen for the moat. Okay. Now moat today, moat. For Kobara. They are the filler. I don't state government, Ministry of Environment. I don't state urban planning, town planner. Ewabogu and Obe community where we are there. I need water. This one set rabbit trap for you. Good. This one good. Now better trap. If rabbit pass them, I still set up for you. Okay, this one I will put the plantain and put entire with red and white. You see the plantain, no see I see the plantain red and white here. Any attempt, you see any attempt for you to cut this plantain. Now red and white the type to both pampas and different yama things. Tenant and landlord with this area, they don't turn the moat to their dustbin. But if you still support me now, call my number 080 55 40 73 59. This journalist work. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest. Some of us are not faithful. People go to say Nigeria. Now we will be the people where they say Nigeria. And when they make things hard for ourselves, this country. Report all this kind of yama. Motor they don't cover. Build house on top of moat. Put dirty for moat. Put different things. Welcome to they don't feed the goat. They don't feed. Now yeah, I sink dust now. You give me rhyme. I'm not passing. So people get house. See house. don't under pressure. Only God can do what no man can do. Unchangeable, reliable. Shut up. Only God can do what no man.
Vbosunu, waiting they happen.
That's what I mean.
Merci. Ik ben aan autant.
Ogbe
ma beti awo, salogbe ewo. Ogbe ma beti awo, salogbe ewo, salogbe. Merci.
Vbosunu, waiting they happen.
Make it better pass like this. Say make it better pass like this. Say make it better pass like this. And I pray one day.
What happen? Where your key? What happen?
Where your key?
Where your trouser? Hey, wait. Record. Hey. What happen?
For what now? For the vigilante again. It's very unfair. For vigilante again.
What happen? Calm down. Wear your cloth. See your charger. Calm down. Wear cloth. They don't collect your key now.
I don't do anything. They collect my money. You wear cloth.
No collect
Wear your money. They don't come on here. You wear cloth.
They don't come on. Wear your cloth. Now make you naked.
They oppress me.
Not only you, never the people. Not only you. You get one day for this Aduawa market. I just park on the
However, I won't go those state government. Now these are those state task force people, Abi. Okay, those state task force. I go talk to Aneto for Aduawa side, Abi.
I don't know why
from Aduawa to this side. Let me say something to do work now. People to the episode say demand they demand.
The man naked.
Relax your mind.
Calm down. See your money, gather your money, calm down.
But money well I don't want for here. About 3,000 they remove her.
They collect your money. All those people wait on us now.
Yeah, they're wrong. They're wrong now. We don't wait now. If what they do is according to the law, don't wait now. Why they see the wrong?
They don't see me, they just have to say
no.
Now our government finds something to do for us. At least there should be bus stop in Edo State, please. There should be bus stop in Edo State.
Bus stop.
There should be bus stop in Edo State.
Bus stop.
You cannot just come and hold vehicle wey just park like this, and you know say they no put bus stop. They no put no parking here. Normally for Uselu, they go mark somewhere like this. You cannot park above this place. Abeg government should come and visit us.
Come. Now don't. Enter motor. Calm down. Lock your door. The door don't hook. Wake it up.
I don't get key now. Let go in my case just tell you. No one will kill me.
They carry the key about now.
Yes, sir. Money will
Call this side.
What are they telling me?
And they don't know with the key.
You say where they wrong.
Respect. I don't come out to.
Paper, I want to take my key.
Calm down. I'll monitor them. I'll go look for them.
Aduawa.
Aduawa. Yeah, for Aduawa.
Upper Mission Road. Inside, they own motor necessarily. They don't possibly.
I'll go check them. Don't worry, I'll go check them.
Vbosunu, waiting they happen. Vbosunu, waiting they happen.
Different area, different streets, they face different challenge. You know, saying when we go to tell government, gully. It get the way gully till they start. If you see this one now this one they call growing gully. But my people, how are they? Not be smart, you know. They say if you see something, say something. And they from one day local government, in Dokpa, that Sawmill Road, and the people they within that area, they go surprise see their house now that they show online. But this not growing gully. They say the water they come now, but it don't they cut and they constate erosion control. My very good friend, the Engineer Bramo. You know, say I tell you, say, as an area journalist, now me go fit tell you we all these things. You see, I say for just we get big gully. Now so the gully take start, but this one now, I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. Now so it's supposed to be. Now so this thing go to grow, go to expand. Before you know, all these houses were there, they go enter. Before you know, all these houses were there by the left side, all of them go enter. But the landlord and landladies were there the area. They say they don't try. Okay, come. Okay, you there?
We thank God. Well done.
Where this water? Where they cut this gully? Where they come from?
They come from a coffee. From 3 years ago, it not come. Then from about 4 years ago, no water here. From 3 years ago, now water they come from a coffee. Where they come from now? It's from that side now. If you reach there now, you go see and I
more they suffer the work and go.
Now it cause this one where we did so now. So they don't finish here everywhere. I not fit drive out now again. My motor dey there now, not fit drive out.
But una will be the landlord for this area. Una don't try. Where una dey? Where this thing they cut and where una dey? Come see am. Where una dey where they cut like this?
We don't try, General. We don't try. This one not be. This one man load. They say it should not be one man load. We are over tribe ourselves. The thing don't overpower us. Now I make us say make we call Senator Ochobole. Okpeburu make come assist us for here.
Senator Mode Okpeburu.
Sunday Okpeburu make come assist us for here because the thing don't overpower.
They get local government chairman. Then I want there with this so. Okay, now growing gully be this so. Now this one, now so gully tell they start.
Exactly that's so. Now with this so. Go see up that now. No fit.
Hi.
See the bag when we take feed here that day now. Here now it don't go down.
I say.
Now my wife without the tension with one. So this one now we done the pillar that day. Now rain went just for the Saturday night carry everything.
See growing gully is another one oh.
Yeah, I said that small. How would they go so now?
Oh, they go. Hey. Tell me, say, friend, they fall.
You not come out. You cannot come out. Like. Cannot come out.
But you will they watch us now. How your area be? How your community be? We not go feel live for government. And we need to also inform government. So that we go let government know. Bros. I just say now only in the area. That's everything. But when you still call this, you still call this. Man, I just say now only you did the area. But that's everything now. More they work. You know, come out to the. I mean, just
they come here from shop.
From shop. At this area you stay.
That area is still. No, they will not get road again.
If rain they fall, I they pay for this place.
If you see the erosion when they here, you don't see the one when happen for Philippines. Now like this, that's what you just be for this place.
For Philippines.
You see that erosion that
yes.
That's what you just be for. If you fall for here, you don't feel pass. You don't go allow yourself. Maybe you will consent. You know, see houses now they cut. This is what they cut. They go. Before those happen, these people don't go even enter houses.
See growing gully there.
Exactly.
You don't know grass or gully.
Go check front. You go check.
More they waka they go. You know, say this. These people for this area, they don't let me rest for the past 2 years. Call me Dokpa. Consuming. But I won't call on the Oga engineer, the man with the charge of erosion control. Oga engineer Bram, you get a lot of work to do erosion control for Wode, for Bobaga, for Oredo, for Esako, for Esalang. Where una day before they see the cut this like this. Yeah. Yeah, una day.
Try ourselves. We don't every year we spend millions on self-contribution, self-effort to try to make sure we do this thing. But
all this house they go enter inside though.
That's small email. Not see this one now, not the enter house again. Okay. So that we try self-effort, we try, but we not go feel control erosion. You know, guy, we not go feel this one. This one na government project.
Okay, your house go enter inside here.
It's so. See, they don't feel. See, and a person motor be down. You not feel enter company.
Correct. Okay, see growing gully for your front. Growing gully.
Watch this one. This one's not the feel enter house again. This one's not the feel enter house again.
I want beg Edo State government. Send your engineers, Ministry of Environment, Edo State Erosion Control and Watershed.
They don't feel enter their compound.
I need to carry your guy here for erosion come here. That means that the rain they come. For Philippines.
You see that erosion when they carry people houses. That's what it be for this side.
But where I feel pass here, where they pass here go. Okay, we have federal psychiatric hospital there. That road service still get ACP.
Vbosunu, waiting they happen.
Main road extension for Idokpa for one their local governments. Landlord and landladies, they don't try their best, so many tenants don't run, they don't park. Hey, whoa.
I'm here with this is for more than 15 years now.
Okay.
First of all,
God will heal you.
Waka.
Call this time I can make you see the.
To waka for the area, problem. To drive back, back of the person. Motor of the person. See the roads, not everywhere. Look at
this place.
So we just there for many years.
The water they come from.
From the castle, from so now, I had the package pass. What do we need now with the big government, our governor now? They can help us because of our age to help us to make sure say this so many can help us do one. We don't get part to do one.
Mommy, how are you?
I'm fine, though.
Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what the Lord has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. And it will surprise you what the Lord has done.
Vbosunu.
You be Bini?
I be Bini.
Ogbe ma beti awo, selogbe. Ogbe ma beti awo.
Selogbe ewo.
Ogbe ma beti awo.
Selogbe ewo.
Selogbe.
Ewo.
Selogbe.
Ewo.
Selogbe.
Ewo.
Selogbe.
Ewo.
Selogbe.
Vbosunu.
Something dey happen.
Say make you better pass like this. Say make you better pass like this.
Vbosunu, waiting they happen.
Now for the past 2 years, you not let me rest. You did disturb my line, they come my line, they come.
How will I let you rest? There I shall say, snake they up zinc. Other than they sleep for house. When this place I cannot enter my house, I go let you enter. No. See, my motor I can't drive am. You know say Sabi. Now machine you know see the road yourself. I know they eat making enter my belly.
Daddy.
You know see where you know see front
Golly, they come from this side. They come from this side. This water.
Now here it is.
Hey.
Now here. I cry to government, I don't know. They say they give contractor C4 see for the past 6 years or 5 years, we not see them again. Huh? Government, I be make a speaking for them.
Let's say Monday, Senator Monday, the year is away, but what will be the solution to this water where they want drive all of now come from this area?
You hear say I be Guinea? Solution na government. Na government near God. If God say yes, now so now government say
okay,
if government say yes,
now
government. If government say here now today, this erosion go come out. Not to me where they go. Okay, I say erosion come out. It come out so. If government just say now erosion come out, the everything will go concern the erosion don't go final.
Where they send their engineer come.
Hey, I go happy. Oh, see my hand for up. I the beg God. I the beg government. Make them send the engineer come now. Before. I know give
the for 2026 budget now go enter now.
January. The big
rain they fall for this area. High they be.
If you see that motor so, it go swallow him. It go swallow and move. If you see, not see machine now because this one yesterday night fall. Not as machine they pass here now. The other day, he 4 woman where they go clinic. He carry baby. This road. I call my boy. I say I better come help this woman come up for floor.
What you don't do now? We be landlord. What
you
don't do to help yourself?
Okay. Hey? You see this fence where I make so. Now to make sure say water no enter my house. And I saw that we other landlord. We don't try. The more we try, the more they go back. If we are 100% front today, the next year it will be 200% backward. I beg, Vbosunu.
Talk to Senator Monday with this side here.
Oh, me, man. No, who do me work in my gawa? If I'm the Gina now, say when I will go, that kid did Guanyo honking, he had the Guanyo when I will go. But say, when they were in the doll in the doll with Naman when I banaba, oh, me milking. He am the Gina now. I also know where come and now one when we were at me. Can you get what up with motor? Or Siri? Where, my son? Okwewo, when I will. Tell me my family now, Mamudia Hell.
Sawmill Road.
Sawmill Road, Idokpa, Sawmill Road.
Who the local government?
Only.
Say make you better pass like this. Say make you better pass like this. And I pray one day.
Vbosunu, waiting they happen.
Certainly the best.
The man went out to bring in thugs to come and beat her.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, do you think women would have seen that and still want to speak?
Bully, we're talking about. That's what I said. So when they bullied her,
Yeah.
if she's not bold enough, she will shut up.
What is your advice for girls out there that are so desperate to be married?
We women, we have to be really intentional about our parenting.
If you know a child is being abused, or you see signs, a bruise or a child, it has to be investigated.
People barely even breathe when they are going for a shrebi and something.
Party.
You have to be
They can't
smart.
sit
If
down.
you see where they are dressing them up or dragging on both sides, you cannot breathe. And these women will stay in those events for hours just to keep up with that beauty trend.
Is that healthy?
That's not healthy.
I am Patricia Uremu Gabriels and we're reaching you live from our Lagos Network studio. Of course, Women in Conversation is a program designed for women to discuss about themselves.
Certainly the best.
Thank you for joining us today on the program Healthy Living. I'm Adesu Walso again. A lot of us wonder why somebody will sleep and never wake up. Others will just wonder why a healthy person will slump and die immediately. So many of these questions are heavy in our hearts, but how do we go about it? Some would imply other things to it except for medical reasons. So today, we're going to be talking about sudden cardiac deaths. Sudden cardiac deaths, we'll look at the symptoms, if there are any, causes, and probably we'll get some possible cautions to be taken or adhered to so that you don't fall victim to sudden cardiac death. And who are more susceptible to this problem? Is it the male or female, or is it an everybody thing? These are many more we'll be looking at on the program today on Healthy Living. And joining me to discuss this is Dr. Henry Onwalu, a Senior Registrar Cardiology Unit of the University of Benin Teaching Hospital. A pleasure to have you join me today, Doctor.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. So, like I said, sudden cardiac deaths. What does it mean?
Well, good afternoon, viewers. Just as the name implies, sudden cardiac death. So that suggests an unexpected death that is sudden, usually within an hour of symptoms. And of course, in a patient or in someone with a known or unknown cardiac disease. I say known or unknown because most times people routinely will not go for checkup. So there's an underlying heart problems, but they never knew about it because they didn't get to visit a clinic where a doctor evaluated and said, we have an underlying heart problems. Just managing themselves, pushing through until the day there was an incident, and maybe on autopsy or on further investigation, we discovered that there was an underlying cardiac problem. So that's why we say it is sudden cardiac death.
This one that is sudden, are there symptoms?
Yeah, usually what we call a prodromal phase or signs and symptoms, where the person may feel, unusually weak or fatigue. Sometimes some of them it can come with chest pain, some chest discomfort or chest pain that cannot really be so clear. Just feel some chest discomfort. Some of them may have what we call palpitation. Okay. A sudden awareness of one's heart. Usually, the heart beats 247. You don't get to know that your heart is beating. I think you don't get to be aware of the beatings of the heart. But when one begins to feel or be aware of the heartbeats, that's what we refer to as palpitation.
Like what kind of feeling should that person have?
As the heart is pulsating, you hear, you are aware that my heart is beating too fast, or it's beating irregularly.
Sometimes there is this feeling of fear and the heart will suddenly jump. Other times it could just jump for no reason at all. According to laymen like us, for no reason at all. You say, why is my heart beating like this? There's nothing pushing you, or there's nothing that took you by surprise to have caused that kind of palpitation, but you just feel it. And other times you see people just said, hold on to their hearts, and then the next thing they slump and die. So
such is a pointer to why somebody should get evaluated properly. For instance, it's not normal. I usually would not feel that heart jumping. Usually would not feel that heart, beating too fast. And for no reason you are feeling it. Well, it's okay when somebody is anxious. That could be physiological. Or when somebody is, exerting himself, or maybe somebody that is running. When you run, the physiological response of the heart is you feel your heart beating faster. And for this one, for no reason, you just going about your normal activity, which you would do before. And you can feel the heart, jumping, like you say, that's what we call palpitation. That suggests that all is not well. So that one should visit.
But unfortunately, even at that, I've seen it happen. I say, what I need is a bottle of soft drink. Let me not promote them now. A bottle of soft drink and some water, I'll be fine. I've seen it happen to somebody, and the person just took a bottle of soft drink and said, okay, I think I'm good, without thinking of going to the hospital. The hospital is usually the last place every person will want to visit. And that on its own is, I think that on its own is a pandemic already, because people don't go to hospital until it is quarter past. So Now, let us look at those with underlying ailment that should be aware of this problem.
Yeah, usually with people with, there are things we call risk factors. Risk factors means what are the conditions that predispose one to having a sudden cardiac death.
Okay.
And so we could categorize it as nutritional. You can even say genetic. When you say nutritional, things like excessive alcohol comes in here. Of course, excessive alcohol, some persons will have their hearts racing and jumping. And sometimes there are some drinks referred to as energy drinks. I don't want to mention some names now. You know, those drinks,
please don't mention. We just know the energy drinks, sport drinks.
They make you feel alert, energetic. Even sometimes you don't sleep. But if you look in, some persons could take as much as more than they should take, and they will be wondering, the way my heart is beating, it's not regular.
But nowadays, people live on it, especially young men. You see them carrying it in water cans and
some get
in
lucky.
All kind of bottles.
Some get
but that
lucky.
is what they live on.
Some get lucky. They know that, oh, it is each time I take this, I feel this symptom, and they stop. And you know, when you take away the trigger or the assault, it means that the injury is off, and then the person will be free. But someone may not know, just keep taking it and taking it. And before know what's happening, there's a problem. That's why I said nutrition comes in the energy drink, the excessive alcohol. Then for some reasons, you know, when you talk about malnutrition, we have what we call micronutrient malnutrition, things like magnesium particularly. For some studies, you know, it's been observed that when the magnesium intake is low, it can predispose to a nutritional factor causing sudden cardiac death.
For the purpose of educating the public, can you please break down this magnesium intake?
Most times when we take our food, you know, we talk of balance. That's why we talk about fruits. Sometimes we say take supplements. If one goes for a routine screening and the magnesium level is low, there are some reasons we say, okay, let's do micronutrient screening. And if it's low, they will give you some supplements, and of course, take some fruits. Most of the food we eat, all those things we put, some of them have some of these micronutrients in the amount that is sufficient for the body. But if for some reasons there's, you know, we're not having balanced diet and there's some malnutrition from micronutrients, then we'll put in supplements.
In this economy, we are talking about getting our tummy filled, not balanced diet now.
But most times, some of the things we need for the balanced diet are things that we could help ourselves with. As simple as having a garden, you know, once in a while putting fruits in your diet, those little things that we may just commonize. They really may not be so difficult to access. And we don't need so much from these micronutrients just to be well nourished. Then things like genetic factors. In genetic factors, a lot has to do with genetic factors because for some reasons it just runs in some family. You know, if in some family you have this history of people having sudden cardiac death, people just slump and they are no more, they slump, and particularly when it's multiple, that suggests that every member of that family should come for screening. So we can pick the problem earlier and then begin to see how we can manage the risk factors. It's not the person's fault, that in some families, for some reasons, we have what we call hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. The heart's just excessively thickened. It's not your fault, but being aware, you know, one anticipates.
And it's not a village people thing.
Not necessarily.
Because that is what we usually attribute it to.
Not necessarily. Medically speaking, it's a genetic factor. That's why I said nutritional factor. I've explained that. I've talked about genetic factor. Now we're talking about what some of them, we call them long QT syndrome. For some reasons, the electrical transmission in the heart, you know, because of some structural malfunction or abnormality of the genetic makeup. So the conduction is not smooth, it's longer, like you say, long QT syndrome. And that's predisposed to abnormal conduction. And that can cause a sudden cardiac arrest, and that's sudden cardiac death. And we have acquired, we have congenital. Of course, for the acquired, there are some drugs that can prolong the QT interval. So those drugs, in some conditions, are avoided. So there are some tests we do when the QT is prolonged. Some of those drugs are avoided because that can lead to sudden cardiac death. The patient already have a background problem. You know, then there are a lot of others. So we talk about genetic. We talk about I've mentioned nutritional.
Yes, you have.
We have what we call arrhythmias. Arrhythmias still talks about the electrical conduction of the heart because the heart works by both the mechanical and the electrical. That's what keeps the heart working. So with the electrical components, if there's any problem in the transmission, what we call arrhythmia, it's like somebody, when you say somebody is having what we call convulsion epilepsy, sometimes in this transmission in the heart, there's some disruption or abnormal flow
Okay.
So that abnormal flow is what we call arrhythmia. One of them is what we call premature. I'm sorry for using a lot of medical
No, go
jargon.
ahead. Well, listening.
Premature ventricular contraction. If an ECG is done,
okay,
something it can be occasional, not to worry. But for some time, if it is maybe having it occurring like ten times in an hour, that's significant. And that can give an idea of this person is at risk. Of sudden cardiac death. So having that evaluating arrhythmia can help us know and categorize. So there are a lot of other risk factors, but for time, just
okay, there's one I'm going to ask you after the short break. All right, the program is Healthy Living on independent television. We'll take a very short break, and when we come back, we'll continue with questioning the doctor so that we can get answers to our problems. We'll take that short break now. All right, thank you everyone for staying tuned. We're still on Healthy Living, and I'm talking with Dr. Onwalu. All right, doctor, what is the relationship between obesity and sudden cardiac death?
Yeah, you know, the list, I need to exhaust all the list for risk factors causing sudden cardiac death. Well, we have modifiable risk factors and non-modifiable risk factors. One of such is things like genetic factor. You don't determine your genetic components. You are giving birth to that way. Things like your age.
But we can manage it.
Well, identifying it helps us
to manage
and try and see how we can avoid things that can trigger it. But we have no control. Things like increasing age is a risk factor for sudden cardiac death.
Okay.
So we have no control. We age per second. But the second that goes by, I'm getting older, I'm not getting any younger. So you have no control over that. But things like weight, what is obesity? The body mass index is one of the criteria we use to define obesity, either abdominal girth or body mass index. Either way you see it, those are things we use to objectively assess obesity. So if we go by BMI, obesity means that the weight for height is more than, most times we say 25 and above to 29.9, according to WHO, we say it's overweight. Then anything 30 and above, we say it's obesity. So this poses a risk for coronary heart disease, cardiovascular disease, and of which, once there's a cardiovascular disease, that means that there's a background underlying heart problem, and that's a risk factor for sudden cardiac death. So that's the relationship between obesity and sudden cardiac death. So for obesity also, you know, one of the things that it's modifiable. We have we have the opportunity to shed off some weight.
Work on it.
That's why I classify it as it's classified as a modifiable risk factor. unlike the increasing age, genetic components, and the others that are not modifiable. So this one is modifiable.
Okay, instances where people sleep and don't wake up again. Could it be cardiac arrest or cardiac sudden death?
Now, well, cardiac arrest could lead to sudden cardiac death. Don't forget, when they say cardiac arrest, it means that the heart stops. And for the period the heart stops, there may be some injury. Whether I like it or not, when there's an abrupt cut-off of the oxygen and blood supply, because even the heart itself requires blood supply and oxygen. You know, the particular area or segment supplied suffers some injury. So there's some micro scar, depending on the level of damage that has occurred there. And when that occurs, that's to say that that place will malfunction. And so that's why I say there's a link between the cardiac arrest leading to sudden cardiac death. But however, the defining factor there is that there's a background cardiac disease before you can talk about the sudden cardiac death.
So when people sleep and don't wake up, is a problem
now
too?
When people sleep and don't wake up, if there's a background heart problem, sleeping and don't wake up could mean that the sudden cardiac death occurred while asleep. And things like heart attack, if an heart attack occurs during sleep, and depending on the severity, what we call myocardial infarction, what we refer to as heart attack in the layman's word, is that there is some occlusion of the blood supply to a particular region of the heart. So the degree of the occlusion defines the severity of the ischemia. So if it is an acute myocardial infarction, that means the occlusion is at least 70%, 80%, 90%, almost completely blocked. And when that happens, it shows that that part of the heart is compromised, and there may not be recovery.
Okay, does this also happen in children?
Yeah, it is rare, but when it does happen in children, then most likely it is a genetic component that is contributing. All those genetic abnormalities like the long QT syndrome, the Brugada syndrome, when those ones are occurring, most times below 35 years. Then, otherwise, it's like I said, increasing age is one of the strong risk factors. As we grow older, the vessels are sclerosed, you know, the heart is old. And for most times, people that already have a background heart problem, for instance, heart failure. Somebody that has heart failure suggests that the person is also at risk of having a sudden cardiac death, particularly when the ejection fraction, because when we do a scan of the heart, what we call echocardiography, we are able to assess for the systolic function by the ejection fraction. If it is less than 30, that is an indicator of a high risk for sudden cardiac death.
You know, all of this will be difficult for layman to understand, except you go to the hospital. And it's not something you can diagnose yourself.
No, you have to be evaluated. That's why, for instance, somebody may be somebody close to you now, maybe walking or being around you at work, but you observe that this person is always easily getting tired. But the person is managing. Such person shouldn't manage. You should just visit and say, I observed that recently I'm not as strong as I used to be. I easily get fatigued. Maybe the person is overweight. That's another reason to say, oh, I'm overweight, I'm actually getting fatigued. Let me just walk in for a check. This is not how I used to feel. And you may be surprised, you go in for that check and they say, oh, the ejection fraction of the heart is low. And of course, there are some drugs we can give to improve the function of the heart, shed off some weight. There's some injection we can give to shed off some weight. There's some things we can do to improve the overall function. And then that risk factor is controlled. And that delays the, the consequences that would have happened if the person had not come for that checkup. So the message here is, when we don't feel well enough, when we feel unwell, when the body gives signals, because most time the body will give signals, and we recognize those signals, we are advised to walk into the general practice and have a general check.
Being on this program is like doing advocacy too. But unfortunately, you are Nigerian, I'm Nigerian. You work in a hospital. You know that most cases come from the emergency units. Until somebody is almost gone, we find it difficult to go to hospital. And the problem of this world is so much that anything can happen to anybody at any time. Somebody can just fall suddenly in the market and the person is gone. And people don't come to help. The next, everybody's bringing our phone to come and let's see what's happening. You're videoing the person instead of calling for help. And then ambulance services is another thing. The 911, the emergency number thing is another crazy thing in this part of the world. We don't really have it.
I know we used to have some emergency ambulances I see at work. I don't know if they're still functional.
I think those
We used
ones
to
are
see
still there.
Fine. So thanks to
But it should be everywhere.
our environment, we have that. However, well, it is what we are faced with. And that now will be a pointer to self-help, what you can do to prevent it, do. One of the risk factors I didn't mention was psychosocial.
Okay.
Psychosocial risk factor is something that we may be able to control. Things like things that can necessarily make you depressed, you avoid them, because depression is a risk factor for sudden cardiac
Okay.
death. Things like maybe, for instance, you know, well, your socio-economic status, really, you don't have any control over that. But just try and work harder to improve, because most times some of these things happen more in the low socio-economic status. Yes, maybe because, I don't know, the people high up there are able to afford medical, they are able to access healthcare easily because they are more empowered. So maybe that's why it occurs more in the low socio-economic status than the higher socio-economic
Even for some
status.
of those who can afford it, hospital is the last place they want to go to. Rather, we'll go to church. We'll go and faith it out.
Well, yeah.
So relationship between faith and medicine.
It has to be, there has to be a balance. There has to be a balance. Why there has to be a balance? Even if you want to faith it out, you should even know what is wrong before you faith it out. And if you know what is wrong, you're faithing it out, you know what you're faithing. So you can't know what is wrong if you're not evaluated. So I will still explain further that maybe ignorance may be the problem. What are you faithing when you don't even know what is wrong?
What is wrong?
So I don't think there should be any clash. It's just ignorance, maybe. Because if you feel unwell, you need to be told why you are feeling unwell. So you are not working, get evaluated and
But
say, okay, this is what
I don't think ignorance is an excuse, because a lot of us are very good churchgoers. I believe in miracles, I do. So don't get me wrong, please. I believe in miracles, but you have to know, like you said, you have to know what is wrong with you before you can ask for a miracle and what is wrong with you. All right, Doctor, before we leave, then, can you just please tell every one of us, particularly those of us who don't like hospitals, I don't like hospitals, but I try my best possible to do all that I can. Tell us what to do. How should we look at our hearts before we start running to the hospital? Tell us how the heart should function, what we should look out for, and how to generally take care of ourselves so that we don't become victim of our own mistakes. In the next 30 seconds, can you do that for us?
Yeah, I can do that. Well, the summary of all we've just said is be aware of your health, know your numbers, know your body.
Okay.
You feel any slight change you cannot explain. You don't have to like the hospitals. And most times you don't have to have emergency per se before you walk in. We have what we call the wellness clinic. You just walk in, I just keep my routine and make it a habit once in a year to go for general check.
Like a birthday gift to yourself.
Yes, and know your numbers. What are the numbers you should know? Know your BMI.
Okay.
Know your blood pressure.
Okay.
Know your fasting blood glucose.
Okay.
Know your cholesterol, at least this basic 4. Your BMI will help you know how you should discipline yourself to trim your weight down and your diet. Your blood pressure will help you know if you need an intervention to work on your BP or not.
Okay.
Your fasting blood sugar will help you know if you need to control that sugar. And of course, your cholesterol will help you know if you need to control your cholesterol.
Okay.
And if you can do this on your routine check at least once in a year, then at least you've done the minimum you should do.
All right, Doctor. Thank you so much for finding time to be with us. Today we cannot take calls. We hardly take calls on TV, but we can take calls on radio, and we do that on Thursday. So let me get this promise from you that we'll do this on Thursday on radio. Yes, Doctor, yes. Thank you so much for saying yes. All right, people, this is what we're going to do today. Know your cholesterol level, know your BMI, know your sugar level, know your heart rate level, know everything that you need to know about yourself. And I will let you know that it does not cost much. There's a wellness clinic at UBTH. It's a government hospital. I'm not promoting that hospital. I've used it, and I think you can use it too. Hopefully the strike will be over soon, and people will go about their normal activities again in the hospital. So thank you, Dr. Nwalu, for finding time to be with us. So we'll see you again on Thursday, and that will be on radio. Until then, please take care of yourself. Don't drink too much. There are some sport drinks you should not even go close to, okay? All of this will damage your life if you are not careful. Bye-bye.
Certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy. Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
Welcome to Market Survey, your weekly window into the cost of everyday goods that shape our daily lives. In recent times, the rising cost of food items has continued to affect homes and kitchens across the country. Today, we turn our attention to groundnut oil, a major cooking ingredient used in households, restaurants, and food businesses. Whether for frying, sauce making, or everyday meals, groundnut oil remains a staple in almost every kitchen. On this edition of Market Survey, we'll find out the current prices of groundnut oil, the reasons behind the changes, and how traders are coping with the new reality. So come with me, let's get to know the current prices.
How groundnut oil be for market now? The prices, how the overall price?
Okay, for now, groundnut oil dey okay for now. But we still want make the thing come down pass like this.
So how much na they carry jerry can? How much they measure?
Before we dey buy 42, but now at least the thing still good now. We dey buy 39, 38. Okay. So for now the thing dey less. So we want make it come down.
So how much na they measure? Like all this one bottle 5 liters. How much na
okay, those bottles now we dey sell 2-1 before. Okay. But now we dey sell 1-9, 2,000. Okay. But we want make it come down.
Then all these 5 liters.
Okay, as this one be now, we dey sell level 5 to 12,000, but now we dey sell 10,000.
Okay, now you want me the price come down? Like how much if you say that if they sell now, we say everybody will afford?
At least this one now go be 5,000. Go dey okay. Go be 5,000. Why that one now fit be 1,000 or 900? Go dey okay.
So, but now the price don't come down small, boy.
It come down small, but it still the high side.
Compared to the beginning of this year and now, how much I think they sell before the gallon?
No, before now, early this year, yes. It did pass like this. Okay. But everything dey okay now, even rice. But we want to see come down, so that everybody will feel they buy.
So now even people can they buy, customers can they buy. They see they complain, say it's still there on the high side. Even now
they say they complain. You know, say we human being. Even if this one enter 1,000, they will still want make it come down. But at least we want make come down. Even we where they go market, they go buy, so that we will feel see they buy. Not be the season, sure, but the thing they okay. Not say this Christmas period, it is there, but now the thing come down. So we just thank God.
So, but this Christmas period, so compared to last Christmas period, difference?
Big difference. Yeah. Big difference. The thing come down.
So, like how much did it take come off for money when I take the seller?
A big go. As I last year, I think we they sell that bottle 2-2. But now at least we even sell 1-8 and we'll see make so the thing come down.
price is balanced. I can see everything come down a bit.
So how much na fit dey carry groundnut oil before for gallon?
Before we dey carry for 52, 53. Very soon e enter 40, 49 and some change. But as right now we are buying that is 47,700.
Now to dey buy.
Of course.
So how much na cost dey measure for different bottles?
We are selling 200 by 2,000 by bottle 18.
The bottle 18 last.
Of course.
So how much na fit dey sell that bottle before?
We the time we dey buy 52, 50 something, we dey sell that bottle 22, 23. As of now, since the price don come down a bit, we still reduce the price.
So na the season of groundnut oil we dey so like this?
Of course, every festival period groundnut oil must follow.
So during this season, suppose come down?
Maybe before December, if it come down.
But no. Money I say they buy am before and now, how much you think say don top am be don reduce am?
Well, just a little bit, about 1,000 plus.
Okay, the price is where e dey now. Na a very fair price, or you fit say they fit still reduce the price?
I believe in God. There is nothing God cannot do. To me, I feel say they will reduce the price.
So they won't reduce the price. Like how much if you say they sell gallon and measuring bottles?
Depends. For example, now if they schedule the price, say for example, is a gallon is 35,000. We marketing will be selling at least 15, 14. It reduce from 2,000 to 15. Is that not reduced?
But now customers wey come dey buy, they see they complain say the price still dey high.
Of course, none of them is complaining.
This one is 2,000. Why this bigger one is 4,000?
Okay.
That is how we are selling it now.
How na take dey sell am before?
Before we sell it 22, 44 before,
okay.
But now 2,000, 4,000.
Okay. So no smaller one for this one?
Yes, we have smaller one, but I don't have that one now.
Okay.
Let me say it's probably like this.
Yes.
We sell it 1,000.
Okay.
Why this red oil is 900? Then the full can of it is 1,800.
So the 4 liters, 5 liters, how much they sell am?
This is Kings. From now to 6 months time, it will be like this. It will not sleep.
Okay.
So I'm selling it 13,500.
Okay.
Like before, we always buy that time 46,500, 45,500. But now it dropped a little.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So now you fit say na the season of groundnut oil with this.
Yes, now because this is the season of Christmas. Sometime like last year, it dey higher than this. But this year, due to how things, the commodity is very high. But by surprisingly now, things is getting down gradually. That is why the groundnut drop more than the higher price of last year. Do you understand? So, so let me just say it like this. Things in the market drop a little than how it is before. In this previous time now, let me say in this time, I don't know from now till on the first week, second week, I don't know how it will be. But as for now, it dropped a little.
So even with the price, say the thing don't drop. If you say the thing supposed to still drop past the way it is?
It's supposed to drop because there is no money in the country now. It's supposed to drop more than how it is before. Because the money, our money now is no more value again. Do you understand? So we expect it to drop more than this.
Like now, if you want to say how much should people be buying it, how much now they buy and now say if you want me to drop, finish.
At least, as for these Kings, the bigger can of it or the bigger jerrycan of it, which is about the 25 liter or 30 liter, at least supposed to be that kind 40,000 or 45. Do you understand? Or 35 at least. Poor man can be able to buy. Do you understand?
What about the bottles? Like how much if you say they're very fair to sell them?
It's supposed to be at least 1.5 or 1.2. At least it will be better. Do you understand? Because everybody cannot afford this 2,000 naira. When some people will come, they will say, "Madam, do you have smaller of it? Do you have chassis bottle? Do you have half bottle?" So I don't. When they come, I will say, "No, I don't have it." So when the person will stand, he said, "I don't have the money. Okay, let me go." Then the person will left.
For now the guarantor don still drop small. E don still drop small.
How much na person dey carry jerrycan?
Jerrycan before na 46 wey dey buy now. Before, but then na 39. Now na 39. Before na 46. Yes.
How you dey measure the groundnut?
Can na 2,000. For the can.
What about the small bottle Chelsea?
The small one Chelsea 500. Before we dey sell 700. And the other one 1,000. The small can. Not be the price. This season, they ship this season. Especially if we enter December, the groundnut they come down well.
So from the beginning of this year, how much na person dey sell am?
Beginning of this year, we dey sell 2.5 for this bottle. Yes, we dey sell 2.5. So e come still come down to 2.2, but now na 2,000.
So how much na say you carry what this 4 liters?
4 liter 12,000 for 4 liter. Now, yes.
What did I say carry before?
Before, you go to year 18 for 4 liter.
So that means I don't really come down.
Yeah, don't come down, yes.
So now, it doesn't come down again. Customers, they see the current, see the tea still on the outside.
Make them see drop am. Make them see bring the price come down.
As we've heard from sellers, groundnut oil continue to play a major role in household cooking, but its rising cost is making many families adjust their spendings and consumption habits. Traders are also facing challenges from high transport costs to unstable supply. Still, many remain hopeful that prices will become more stable in the coming weeks, making groundnut oil more affordable for homes and businesses.
So we've come to the end of today's edition on Market Survey, and we looked at the prices of groundnut oil to know if the prices have increased or if they've reduced. But overall, it shows that the prices is now fair in the market as opposed to how it was being sold before. And that's it on today's edition of Market Survey. I am Stephanie Notoriuwa. Thank you so much for staying tuned.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin aqua seed. Ayo or aqua game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Aqua game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
ITV, certainly the best.
Asinia.
TV, certainly the best.
In the evening of the initiation day, all the newly initiated Edion danced to the residents of the Odion Way and also visited some homes of the various senior elders, where Chief Elder Ogbedo Onwonse was very conspicuous, especially at the country home of Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Igbenedion with his family on the night of the initiation. On the following morning, as part of the rites to be performed by the newly initiated Edion in Okada town, the initiates, led by Chief Elder Ogbedo Onwonse, visited the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Igbenedion, at his Okada country home residence to pay homage and appreciate him for all he has done in the development of the community, which has placed Okada in world map. They also thanked him for his role in the success of their ceremony. They commended the Esama of Benin as a custodian of Benin cultural heritage and for revitalizing the age-long tradition of the age-grade ceremony.